Alright guys, and welcome back to my channel where we do reviews on all sorts of cool Amazon products. We do reviews on hotels and even make money online programs. But today we're going to go ahead and do a review on this ACEMAGIC K1 Mini K1 computer. I do want to say thank you to the company for sending it out for review, so let's go check it out. Alright. I've had one mini computer before and it was pretty solid. I'll link the video below so you can see that one as well. All right. And check the size of that. All the ports right there, HDMI, DisplayPort, 4 USBs. Okay. Very cool. Got some more USBs up front and a Type-C right there. I'll show you right here, it does have an i5 user manual for it. So you get two other small boxes. So you get on this one, seems like the power cable, some little screws here, and an HDMI cable. And I think here's that side plate in case you wanted to mount it on the side. And then you also get, this is the other part of the power adapter as well. So let's just take the plastics off and then we'll actually get to the good stuff. Let's test it out. Okay. But here's what it looks like. Super neat. Doesn't weigh much at all, but should be pretty powerful. So let's go and actually hook it up and test it out. All right, so just turned it on. I do apologize, I'm not where I normally would record, so I don't have my monitor here. So this small TV will have to do, at least so we can at least review the performance of it. So let's go and actually just go through the basic setup process. I'm gonna skip this part for now. All right, let's go ahead and actually load it up. All right, that wasn't too bad. So let's go to settings real quick. Let's go ahead and hook it up to our Wi-Fi. All right, so now that it's connected to the Wi-Fi, let's pull up system. We're gonna go to about. So I just wanted to show you some of the specs here. So the processor is 12th gen i5, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and like I said, here it is, the Windows 11 Pro. So let's go ahead and go to, normally just run all the updates, just so that way we can't say that, you know, something wasn't installed. Everything's gonna be good to go on here, and then we can go ahead and run a couple tests on it. All right, so all the updates took about an hour or so, but what I did want to do is I did want to kind of test the computer. Let me go ahead and close this, and we'll go ahead and do this NovaBench to test basically everything on the computer, and we'll see what the results are. So about 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and see what it does. All right, and then just for good measure, we can go ahead and run a second one as well. So the first test that you're looking at is NovaBench, and this is one of the more real-world performance snapshots. It's basically asking how does this computer feel in everyday use. This computer scored 1944 overall, and most of the score comes from the Intel i5, which is honestly the star of the machine. The CPU score is 1334, which tells you this thing is fast for multitasking, having a bunch of tabs open, video editing, running multiple apps at once, working across 2 or 3 monitors, creating content, or running a home office. This is where you'll feel the speed. Now, the GPU score is low, and that's expected. This is a integrated graphics, not a gaming graphics card. It's not built for heavy gaming, but it's perfectly fine for 4K video playback, light video, or photo editing, YouTube, Netflix, work apps, and creative tools. The memory and storage scores are solid too. Apps load fast, files open quickly, and Windows feels responsive. The second test is the user benchmark, and this one measures things a little differently. Instead of how it feels, this test asks what is the computer capable of at its core, and honestly, this is where the i5 really shows off as well. The CPU scored perfect or near perfect in single core performance, multi-core performance, math operations, encryption, heavy workloads. What that means is this processor can handle serious work without slowing down. Whether you're exporting videos, running business software, coding, or doing demanding multitasking, the CPU is not the bottleneck here. But you'll notice memory copy speed is lower. That's normal for DDR4 in compact systems. In real life, that just means you're not losing speed doing normal tasks. Storage speeds are also solid. Apps boot fast, files load quickly, and the system doesn't feel sluggish. The overall system is labeled as budget. It's called that because there's no dedicated GPU, not because it's slow. So if you guys found this video useful, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel. But if you guys are looking for a new mini PC, definitely consider this one. I'm going to leave the link in the description so y'all can get yours. Highly recommend.